The weighing of the heart. Long ago, when the pyramids were young and the Nile sang the rhythm of life, the people of Egypt believed death was not an end, but a journey. A soul did not vanish with its final breath. It traveled on, beyond the tomb, beyond the desert of the west, into the Duat, the mysterious realm of the dead. There, the spirit stood before a hall grander than any palace on earth, a hall of silence and judgment, of memory and truth. And at its center stood the one who waits for all, Osiris, the Lord of the Dead. Once a king among the living, now the eternal judge. Beside him stood Thoth, the ibis headed god of wisdom, holding a scroll to record all things, and Anubis, the jackal headed guardian of the tombs, who would guide the soul through his final trial. The soul's heart, called Ib, was taken and placed upon a scale of gold. On the other side was a single feather, the feather of Ma'at, goddess of truth, balance, and cosmic order. This was the weighing of the heart. If the heart was light, unburdened by lies, cruelty, or wickedness, it would balance against the feather. That soul would be declared Ma'akeru, true of voice, and granted passage into the field of reeds, a paradise where the Nile flowed forever and the harvest never failed. But if the heart was heavy, swollen with sin or falsehood, the scales would tip. There would be no second chance. Waiting beneath the scale was Ammit, the devourer. Part crocodile, part lion, part hippopotamus, she was the eater of the unworthy. Should the scale condemn a soul, Ammit would consume the heart whole, and the spirit would vanish into oblivion. No afterlife, no memory, just silence. And so the soul stood naked before the gods. Before the weighing, it would speak the negative confession, 42 declarations of innocence, one for each divine judge watching from the shadows. I have not stolen, I have not killed, I have not lied, I have not made others weep, I have not tampered with the scales, I am pure. And the gods would listen. Thoth would record, Anubis would adjust the scale, and Osiris would wait, still as stone, timeless as truth. If the heart passed, a new life would begin, and the soul would walk again in the fields of green light, reunited with ancestors and loved ones. There'd be no hunger, no sorrow, no night. It was not a heaven of reward, but a mirror of balance. For the ancient Egyptians believed that eternity belonged not to the powerful, but to the just. To them, the heart was more than a beating organ. It was the seat of memory, of conscience, of every joy and cruelty a person ever carried. And so they lived with care. They measured their words, their deeds, their silence. For one day, the scale would wait for them, and only the truth could tip it in their favor. Even now, when we say a heavy heart, we speak the language of that myth. And when we seek justice or balance or truth, we echo the teachings of Ma'at, who held a feather and shaped eternity. Enjoyed the story? Tap like, hit subscribe, and join us again for more wonders from the world's oldest tales.